All
Now I
right,
think we're good.
welcome back, everybody. We're never taking a week off again because we fall out of the rhythm of actually starting to play, which I'm not a huge fan of.
I'm
Um,
sorry.
no apologies necessary. We'll just have to do better next time. When we left our adventurers, originally our run started as an effort to replace a deceased smuggler that the party discovered. With access to his personal information and right arm, we were able to steal several very expensive consumables from a local community center and deliver said consumables to their intended recipients for cash. Um, we've made the first of two drops that were easy access to the information that your Decker was able to obtain. We visited the train station where your face, Mr. Sparky Voltaic, attempted to deliver the parcel, was asked to see the manager, went into the restroom and became invisible. Well, I'm sorry, I have the order of those reversed. Decided to go take an invisible restroom break, um, and then was some individuals with shotguns attempted to apprehend him on the train. The Minotaur pushed his way with brute force through one of the not so emergency exits. Um, you were able to escape. Currently, the party has just walked back to the parking garage with medic disguised as a security personnel, with the not so invisible Voltaic in tow, and the Venator, the Minus, doing his aggressive business-like walk towards the parking garage. I believe everyone has made it safely to the respective start point of this train station fiasco. What would you like to do next? It is 11:30 in the morning. The drop-off assigned time for the Four Seasons is 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah,
And
I have it as 2:15. That works too.
You know what? It'll be a window from between. It's not a window. Ballpark it. It's around 2 o'clock.
What day of the week is it?
It's
today.
Thursday.
Time warps and changes in the Shadowrun universe. It happens.
Yeah,
Um,
Yeah,
it's nebulous.
you're in the
Wiggly wobbly,
train
timely
station
wimey space.
for a month.
so, Statrix, now that we've made our delivery, can you retrieve the payment for that already, or do we need to wait?
no, payment already came through, and so once it hit and Andre's bank account, I just transferred 2,000 to each runner.
Okay, so that way, in case our 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 Bernie basically gets discovered as being actually dead, it will
Yeah.
close the accounts.
Yeah.
I don't think they really care.
Well, actually,
I'm sure somebody might.
yeah, I spoke with his uncle, and he seems to care. I told him that I would get him what information I could, so that way he wouldn't hold a grudge about the whole train fiasco. But
So
we
in
have to
that
do our
case-
other runs before I can get him that information that his nephew is dead. But I mean, it's the
Well,
least we
we
can do.
definitely have enough evidence to prove that we weren't involved in his death at any extent.
He knows. He knows.
Voltaic, did you hear that? See
Oh.
that?
I just saw it.
Okay.
Okay.
So-
I will take the com request. Is it text or video?
It's voice over IP.
Mr. GM,
Okay.
do you want to use Roll20 for that?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I didn't know quite where to put it. I'm not gonna lie. I'll
Yeah.
put it in Roll20. I just didn't want to interrupt your conversation. It had good flow.
No, good.
So, if
So, like, we did get paid. Oh, hold on, and then I'll answer the VoIP call.
We have a situation here. Um, Daniel from the home office is here, and he's looking for Joshua, but Joshua is unavailable, and no one here really knows what to do. Could you stop by maybe and help?
I'm assuming the home office is the
Home office. The home office is what Ernie, who is on the phone with you right now, calls the local hangout for the organized crime that manages this section of Kansas City. A visit from you guys are so low on the totem pole that you're like the portion they bury in the ground and cement into the earth so that the totem pole doesn't tip over. Only less useful.
That means
Yeah, no, you guys are you're just not important. So for someone even remotely involved in the hierarchy of the greater Kansas City area to stop by your little shithole that runs its little synth patches and odd jobs for cash is highly unusual. Joshua is usually the person who is in charge of the little sanitation workers and transportation markers and things like that in this area. The drivers, the prostitutes, things like that. The minor dealers, and he is probably, knowing what you know about Joshua, unconscious right now. He's a very heavy synthetics user, and it being 11:30, I don't know that he's seen the sun since 2050. So highly unlikely that he's going to be high functioning. And most of the people who do any useful work usually chime into you to make sure they're not doing anything that's going to get them into trouble. So Ernie's panicking because he doesn't have a freaking clue what he needs to be doing right now.
Because we still never established their names, only that we refer to them as Bert and Ernie.
Yeah.
Do I? You know what? I'm just going to skip that. All right, I'll be right there. And then kind of tell them I'm coming.
Okay.
And then don't add and L's coming with me.
And L's coming with me.
And then
like
I guess I'll end the call and kind of look up and I have to make a stop at the home office. And then I guess I'll gesture to Minos. Remember that bar we got into a fight in once, or you fought?
What about it?
I have to make a stop there. Apparently Joshua's drunk again, or high, or
Have fun.
yeah.
You're gonna miss out on the rest of this.
I think I could make it. Anybody want to come with me?
Do you want us to?
Are you asking?
Yes.
Because I think it's what's the year? 2070?
Yep,
73.
2073.
Okay. Are we still a barbarous society, or are they having brunch every day? It's Thursday.
There's brunch every day.
Oh, fantastic. So they're doing brunch at the Four Seasons. You're gonna make me miss that to go to a seedy bar.
Oh, and please remember that the Four Seasons is all local, homegrown ingredients. Seasonal food. That's why it's the Four Seasons.
God.
How far away is the Four Seasons from this seedy little bar?
The Four Seasons is on the plaza. This seedy little bar is actually in a not so seedy part of town in Westport, but it's probably 20 minutes difference between the two.
It's okay. I'll take the hit. You've already
You can still get brunch.
It's okay.
Make it up to you.
I guess I'm driving, so I'm kind
If you
of
don't mind.
obligated
Do
to
you
be
mind,
in.
Patrick?
No, I don't mind.
And then if Patrick doesn't know, I will provide him the address. So Patrick's head on to. It's in. What'd you say it was, Nate? I'm sorry.
Westport. Statrix, this is actually like not even a 10-minute walk from your house, from your shop.
Nice.
So, wait, did we decide your shop was in the hospital district, or did we decide it was in the Westport rental cybernetics area?
Oh no, I'm in the cybernetics area.
Okay, yeah. No, it's like you know exactly where this is. This
I
is
deal
no big
in
deal.
new
It's-
and used. So.
This is some shitty little dive bar on the strip of nicer restaurants. Like as you walk farther away from the other like eclectic like snobby beer drinker bars. This is like the kind of a lounge place. You're moving more towards the gentleman's club. There's no official red light district in this area, but that's more the area you're encroaching on. It's a little place called the Peanut, and you know exactly where it's at.
Awesome.
Patrick, would you mind taking us to the Peanut, please?
Yep, not a problem. Kind of an odd request at this time of day, but all right.
It's a sports bar.
I'll meet you there, I guess.
I probably know
bike.
bookies from that area then.
To my knowledge, as long as I've lived here, the Peanut does not do brunch.
Still in a barbarous society.
One day we can surpass our limitations.
All right, you are able to make the transition out onto the grid, head south, and you shoot right back out without any no pings on your security identification, no halt on the traffic speedway, like no incident reports. Sounds good. Like there's not a lot of Wi-Fi traffic concerning you guys in the immediate area. Fantastic. You guys make it to outside the Peanut. There is one of those awful armored high personnel vehicles. It looks like it's a Chrysler. Unfortunately, that's what it looks like. But it's obviously an armor plated 2-3 row limousine, taking up 2 to 3 spots in front of the Payout, which is crazy because there's only like 6 spots in front of the ping-up. So this guy's a real asshole. And you arrive. Obvious out of place vehicle. What would you like to do?
Do I recognize the vehicle by any chance, other than, dear God, that's ugly?
It's ugly, it's indestructible, and it's probably very expensive.
It's the ostentatious mobile. Got it.
It's the ostentatious mobile.
Okay. I don't particularly want to do anything. I think Voltaic would just going to, leave the van, still wearing his arm jacket because we are in a seedy bar area after all, and just kind of scroll on in.
Just for shits and giggles.
Yep. I'm gonna turn to say, for the favor, drinks are on me today.
Just for shits and giggles.
Even if it's 11.
Do I know if I can move this vehicle on my own?
Roll your intuition dice, maybe.
Statrix could.
Statrix would not be on his own. That is not true.
He could hack it.
Oh yeah, but then the vehicle's moving itself because Statrix asked it to.
Oh, wait.
Yes, and so 3D.
Oh, one success.
I was just.
Oh yeah, you're confident that you've done some mental quick math. It's gonna be extremely heavy. Lifting it is unlikely. Pushing it, not a problem, because there are very few things on the planet Earth that, if they're not anchored, you couldn't push.
In strength.
Or lifting this thing, very, very heavy. It would be very awkward. Pushing it, definitely, like sliding it along the ground, pushing it up on the curve. Pushing it over, maybe with enough
No,
effort.
I don't want to push it over. I just
Okay.
want to push it into sort of like, where it's sort of.
Or it's parked in a parking
the
spot.
spots are like this, and it's
Yeah,
like this.
they're the
I just want to sort of
yeah.
move it like this and get it sort of like.
So its butt end is out in the street.
If you oh my god, okay, if you would like to attempt to move the incredibly heavy tank limo into an appropriate parking spot, or most likely 2, since that's more reasonable, you are welcome to try that. Go ahead and roll me your strength and body. Go ahead, Voltaic. From what you know is, it still should be a lot of dice. It's a push. Hey, the Mr. Voltaic, you know from experience that there's a side entrance for waste disposal from the Peanut. There's also a back entrance into the kitchen. There's aside from the front entrance, there's alleys on either side of the structure. This is a single-story building that has not been renovated to the current stack complex. All of Westport is still on its original 19th century architecture, with kind of the plating remodels that go around to make buildings more durable. But other than a facelift and probably the bones being replaced with carbon steel plating so that bullets don't go through the walls, not a lot has been done to this building. But
I would go through the side entrance into the waste disposal kind of where they have, because it's probably where.
the medics and statrix. Okay, so Voltaire, you're going to the side entrance?
Yep. I guess as I'm considering the door kind of turn, do you guys wanna head in the front, and I'll head in the side door and see our friend Ernie, and if you hear screaming or gunshots, please come save me.
You want me to go inside?
Huh?
Oh, I was just gonna sit in the van.
Oh yeah, well you're welcome to sit in the van.
Minus, this thing is a lot heavier than you thought it would be, but that just pisses you off, and you kind of edge it all in one go. Instead of the slow, measured approach you were going for, it's more of a like, all right, you stupid bastard, one big shove, and the thing scoots into two parking spots with this tire screeching sound. It doesn't hit anything, but it is now adequately placed and kind of rocking on its axles from the force of your exertion.
Perfect.
Okay.
So Voltrix, would it be wise for us to come armed to the front doors? Because this is your turf and your contacts.
Don't wear it openly. That would make people nervous.
All right, I'm going to open up my briefcase, pull out the armor jacket, pull out the Crusader, put the Crusader in the hidden, hidden holster, get the coat all done up nice. Well, if you're going to the side, we'll go to the front. Keep us in the DNI. Stan, do you think you can do that?
Yeah. I should have all comms slaved, so.
Com request from Ernie.
I'll answer.
We'll take. Where are you? He's just sitting here.
I'm coming in, walking in the door, and I'll open the side entrance.
All right, Ernie like grabs you by the elbow into the side entrance. He pulls you. There's kind of one of those half division walls that you see a lot of times in a restaurant. He kind of peeks around. And he's like, look, he's sitting in a booth right there. Freaking. The other guy's passed out in the back. I can't wake him. I can't get him up. I don't know what to do here. And he told Bert he's not leaving until he talks to Joshua. He seemed calm, but this has never happened before.
Okay, so don't worry, I'll take care of it. And then
Okay.
I'll walk around the corner. And do I recognize the person sitting there?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Never met before.
So I will go to, he's sitting in a booth. So I will go up to and kind of extend my hand. Time is it? It's like 11:30.
It's
Still
like
right.
11:30.
Close enough.
There's a bottle of Jameson on the table. He's got a glass, no ice. He's wearing a very expensive tailored black blazer, slacks, shoes that look like they're made out of some kind of synthetic leather. He's got kind of wing-tipped white hair that's combed straight back. He's got sunglasses, but they're resting on the table. Looks to be middle-aged, probably 45, pushing 50, distinguished. He's not sitting with the best posture right now. He's got one arm up on the table, his head's in his hand. He's just kind of nursing this drink, and he raises his eyebrows at you like, what now?
Morning, Voltaire.
Where is Joshua?
Joshua's indisposed right now. How can we help you?
You can make Joshua not indisposed. I'm not here to talk to flunkies. I'm not here to talk to the help. Find me Joshua. or I'll come back.
Voltaic will just slowly kind of tilt his head over as he says, "Flunkies and help,"
Okay.
and he'll say, "Who did you think you were speaking to?"
Listen, I don't know who you are, but I've met Joshua. I know Joshua. I need to talk to Joshua.
Ah, so you have met Joshua before.
Yes, unfortunately.
Then you understand why I'm standing here, not Joshua. So,
I have a suspicion. Please go
So-
wake him up.
he is indisposed. So, if you would like something handled, I can do so for you. But you and I both know the chances of Joshua being any use to you right now.
Absolutely ridiculous. Fine. Have a seat.
Voltaic will sit.
He has two glasses. He looks at the second one, puts a hand on it, pushes it as far away from you as it'll go, and pours himself a refill. And then he pulls a briefcase up onto the counter. He types in some kind of 4-button code, puts his thumb on the briefcase, and clicks open. Raises the briefcase open, takes out 4 little blue squares, and kind of nonchalantly slaps them on the table. So if you know what's going on here, and Joshua is indisposed, what the fuck is this? You recognize these little square patches. You found a dead guy with one of these on his arm earlier this
Yeah.
morning.
Well, I'll kind of reach out and the briefcase is open, right? Like facing me, or no, they're on the table.
He just throws them on the table.
So I'll reach out and pick one up and look at it, and because I recognize it when I'm holding it, so that everyone else can see it as well. Yeah, had a dead guy with one of these on them today. I just kind of toss it back on the table. Where'd they come from?
That's why I'm here. They're not coming in on imports from Eastgate. They're not coming in on the river. That means they're coming in somewhere on this south shithole. And this stuff is dangerous enough, it's probably homebrewed. That means it's somewhere here, and Joshua should know how to, where this is coming from. It's coming from here.
So we'll kind of think about it for a moment.
This is a problem primarily because the different mafia areas kind of have their knuckles and screws turned down on the drug trade in the greater Kansas City area. New product is kind of shut down with vehemence and often bullets. A private distributor of any kind of quantity is not a welcome addition. About 10 years ago, when things were kind of still in turmoil and reconstruction, some of the Southern Triads tried to move in on the area. It didn't escalate to a full-out, street war, but it was a lot of bodies buried in Missouri because that's where you go if you want to bury a body even to this day. So Joshua, not having any, well, hopefully he does know what's going on, but to the greater management, Joshua not cracking down or reporting this and it making it into other segments of Kansas City without them hearing it from Joshua represents a major fuck up.
Yeah. So, as he talks and describes basically the problem, Voltaic will basically slowly frown more and more as he stares at the patches, and he'll say, "Could you? I know you've been very patient. Wait here a moment." And he'll get up from the table, even if the guy, no matter what the guy answers, he'll just get up from the table, and basically purposefully march back to where Ernie is probably hiding around the corner.
Oh yeah. He's not a brave soul, Mr.
I probably would have taken one of the patches and let the guy stop me. He probably doesn't want to be there. I'll be right back. And then hold it up to Ernie He goes, "You seen these?"
Oh yeah, that was on the dead guy this morning.
Yeah. It kills people. Where's Joshua?
He's in the back, where Joshua always is.
Can you show me?
Yeah. Ernie takes you into a back room. It's a studio apartment that's kind of built into the back of this restaurant. It's kind of got a built-in bar. It's got one of those floor king size or double king size beds. Joshua has got. There's no obvious signs of any synth tied to him, but he is unconscious, naked, and just lying on his face.
Is Joshua a pretty man?
He is not a pretty man.
Well, I will soldier on anyway.
He has a skin condition.
So, I guess I'll take a look at Joshua. Does he have one of these patches on him?
As you ruffle through poor naked Joshua, he does the half-hearted drunkard slap at you. He does not appear to have one of these patches on him.
Oh, so he is moving?
He's got the basic human reflex to slap at things that reach up and see if you've got a patch on your ass.
Yep. I guess I'll give him like a gentle like, hey, wake up, look at me. I will hold the patch up out of his direct reach in case he like I don't know lunges for it, and slaps under his arm like a dumbass. But you know, I kind of like wave it to him like a treat almost.
No response.
Okay.
Eyes never open.
Yeah. I guess I'll look around kind of the immediate vicinity and see if actually I'll cross our group come. Medic, if you needed to sober up someone right now, could you do that?
I can't tell if Medic's talking or not.
I don't.
Yeah, Medic is taken off his headpiece, so I don't know that he can hear us.
I
Quick,
don't think he can either.
make the signs. Make the smoke signals.
And he's not looking at the camera.
If only we had a chat client.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, wait. He's coming back to us.
Incoming comm request.
Yep. Medic.
Yep. Yes.
I'm not sure how.
Medic's kind of busy looking at his whiskey.
Yep. So there, in the past proximity you've been seeing across full take camera, there's a naked man, incredibly inebriated, who happens to have a skin condition as well. And Medic, if you needed to sober someone up right now, could you do that for me?
I don't have any of the drugs on hand that would do that, but it wouldn't take me long to find some.
How long?
Well, if you're willing to wait a few minutes, I can call my contact and see what they dig up.
Is there like a? I mean, I've seen Pulp Fiction. Is there like a med kit with "Oh God, I've overdosed"? Get me an EpiPen, like in the immediate vicinity, Nate.
There does not appear to be an EpiPen.
Can I point out a few things here about this? So, unless you're going to do the blood work on him to know what's actually incapacitating him, we might not want to give him like Narcon or an adrenaline shot because we don't know what it'll do to him if we don't know what's happening to him.
That's what a biomonitor's for.
Yeah.
Does he have a biomonitor on him?
Do that.
Oh yeah, that's what they do.
Because
I don't think Narcon would do anything that would make him nauseous, even if he wasn't on heroin.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. We don't know what exactly he could be on a beetle. He could be on. So we need to know what's going on in order to administer a drug.
I think I found it. It's called dopamine. It's an antipsychotic, it's an antipsychotic and narcotics drug designed to neutralize ongoing drugs, like in the system.
Could you use your hands on one of those in a couple months?
Yeah, think I find some at Stuffer Shack. If they're sold out, that's the question.
Yeah. Did they get
All
sold?
character availability,
Stuffer Shack?
so
He can absolutely give that a shot. I don't have a problem with this process.
all right. So Ned's going to finish his drink, pay the tab off, and kind of straighten his tie, and kind of step outside, bringing up his comlink, and kind of is browsing the matrix for any of the Stuffer Shacks or any medical supplies.
About 10 minutes to the north, there's a huge cybernetics biometrics kind of district. There's 3 or 4 shops that look promising. One of them is closed because the proprietor's down here working with you guys.
All right.
Those aren't typically the kind of drugs I carry, though.
That's true.
Yeah.
So,
Over D9, 10 minutes, 20 round trip.
okay. So while he does that, I'll walk back out and sit down at the booth with our mystery man.
Hey, Voltaic, on your way back down to sit down, Mr. GM, did I happen to recognize the voice of who he's speaking with?
No, I just don't have very many voices in my repertoire.
Okay, not a problem then. So, but just so you know, Voltaic, I'm going with Medic to do the drive since I've got the van.
Sure.
Yeah, it'll probably be faster instead of waiting for.
Yeah.
In Uber.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll go back out into the bar and sit down at the booth, and look at our mystery man. We'll be waking up Joshua shortly, and he'll toss the pack back on the table, and
he mutters something to himself. He pulls out. He pulls a.
Voltaic will lean forward and go, "What was that?" I've been studying it minus his feet.
Unbelievable. He pulls out a business card from the briefcase. He shuts the briefcase. Hell, Joshua, he's got 2 days to get this fixed, or we're gonna have a serious look at how management works down here. He leaves his card. He stands up from the table and he walks out of the bar.
All right, sissy.
As he's walking out, I'm just gonna say, "You the one driving that big car out there?"
No, I have a driver. Why?
I picked your party.
Thank you. And he walks out of the bar. Perfectly reasonable gentleman as far as Midas is concerned. Very polite. Anyway, no, he kind of does a double take once he walks out the front door, turns back and looks at Midas, and then kind of shudders and then goes back. And someone gets out of the front seat of the car. It's at this point, Midas, that you notice that there was actually a driver sitting in the car while you were moving it. He did not get out. He did not do anything. He just kind of sat there in shock, and then he gets out, opens the door for his proprietor. He's like, "Please get in, sir."
You can leave now.
And the car speeds up, and they're left wondering what kind of a screwed up place they came to.
They came to my bar.
Yeah, I guess.
They
So
came
why
to
are
my
we here
bar
right
and kicked
now?
the dog.
You do realize that Four Seasons offers a locally sourced. What was it again, Jim? Locally sourced.
Local seasonal ingredients. Locally grown.
Seasonal ingredient, non-GMO, non-soy brunch today, right?
All accurate information.
Yeah, but if you went there, would you have had the chance to toss a limo?
I can do that shit anywhere.
Probably not at the Four Seasons, because if you do that there, they won't let you eat.
Yeah, but if I'm at Four Seasons, I wouldn't have to.
Saying, bit of a silver lining.
Yeah.
Plus, we already had brunch today.
Okay.
Are you
Plus,
telling
we're
me that
lucky.
you're not familiar with second brunch?
Or third brunch.
Third brunch. Third. Yeah. Since Thetrix is driving, I really can't expect him to, I don't know, hack some sort of facial recognition to figure out who the guy is. So instead, I'm gonna call. I will give.
I can do a
Tom.
generic facial recognition, just do a background data processing. He could be somebody like a CEO. Oh, well, I doubt he's a business connected person, but if he is, if he's in the news or media at all.
Yeah, I'll give Tom Walsh a call, my Orkney contact, or I guess the one that I have as a contact.
Okay.
See if he picks up.
Who is your contact in the Orkney Boys? Did we talk about that?
Tom Walsh. He is a smuggler.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, we'll say he picks up.
Okay. Tom, how you doing?
I've been better. What's going on?
Are you currently tied down, being tortured right now? You sound unhappy.
Can we make this one of those conversations that goes quickly? I've got a lot on my plate today.
Me too. Someone just showed up here with
Have to use that.
with some slap patches, right? Or so with some patches.
Statrix did a chemical. Statrix or medics did a chemical analysis on these patches
Well, yeah,
earlier.
but generally they're slap patches, drug patches, or whatever.
Yeah, they're synthetics.
Okay. Man showed up with some synthetic drugs that I pulled off a corpse today. Wanted to talk to Joshua, and Joshua is being Joshua. So we need to figure out what this is before they burn my bar down. I was wondering if you happen to know this gentleman, and then I'll send him a picture of Dickie McDickerson that came and wouldn't talk to me.
The guy who left you a business card with his name and
I know,
contact
but
information on it.
I lie all the time.
Okay.
Trust, but verify.
Okay. That's Bolton Reeves.
What was his name? I'm sorry.
Bolton Reeves.
Bolton Reeves. Does that match the business card?
Yep.
Okay. Huh. Who's he?
He's the distribution head for product in the southeast Kansas City region. He handles the regular shipments to and from your local distributors.
Of which Joshua is not one. He's just the head of the kind of the
He
local
signs off. He signs off on everything. He's
Yeah,
supposed
he's not
to
really-
be. He's supposed to be running things down here, but he has a very hands-off approach.
area. Hands off, naked in bed, high out of his mind. Okay. Apparently, we have 2 days to figure out where this is coming from, or there will be a change in management, and that probably involves bullets. So,
That sounds like standard operating procedure. What's your plan?
I haven't figured out yet. I'm gonna wake Joshua up and see if he knows anything. He'll
That's
probably
my
know.
problem.
I'll get a kick out of it either way.
That's not very much of a plan.
Oh, it's the start of a plan. I don't necessarily have plans, I have ideas. But once we figure out what he knows, then maybe we can work backwards from there. Have you heard anything about these patches? And I'll send him the picture of the patch.
Nah. Looks low tech though. Maybe something local. I can ask around the booths if you want.
Yeah, ask around. Let me know what you find out, so that none of us get shot.
All right. Give me a day or two.
Thanks. Let me know if you need anything,
All right.
and then I'll hang up.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess I'll get the business card. It is indeed Bolton Reeves, distribution head for the southeast, and I will communicate that with everyone else. I'm not sure.
He's a facilitator for drug trafficking in an organized crime kind of way.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Straight to the point. Maybe you should have pushed his car further. Yeah. Yeah. So can't really think of anything else I need. to see
Statrix,
if-
what do you need?
I need to ferry medic around to grab a few drugs from down the street.
Oh, I thought you had typed something to me in.
Oh, C3 was the name of the drug on the slap patches.
Oh,
Was the thing.
excellent.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay.
So we're going to be looking for sober time. That is the.
Oh yeah, because it was the heroin with the extra carbon molecules. I gotcha. We're on board now.
Nice.
So it's like diamond, but useless.
Oh, no, not useless. Okay, so all right. Bert comes to you with his tall face and his wide eyes, and so what was that about?
I'll show him one of the patches. You seen these?
Yeah, we pulled him off at that guy you sent us this morning.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen them anywhere else?
No. What are they?
If you find any more, call me. But it seems like we need to figure out where these came from, or we're probably all getting shot. So we
Shot? Who's gonna? What? Why are we getting shot?
because you're in the vicinity of Joshua.
Oh, what? I've been in the vicinity of Joshua for years. I've never been shot before.
Let's keep it that way.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. Me. I didn't do anything. Joshua may have done something, or more likely didn't do something and was supposed to.
Well,
So now we have to clean up his mess.
well, what does he want? What do we need to do to clean up his mess?
Find out where they're coming from and stop it. Or at least find out where they're coming from and they'll stop it.
Oh, okay. So it looks like a synthetic, like a patch, right?
Yep, it's synthetic heroin, right? Yes. It's C3 synthetic heroin. And it's
So
they're not very good.
some kind of street drug. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll pull in. I'll pull in some of our handlers and see if they know anything. How long do we have?
2 days.
You
He didn't negotiate for very much time.
much time, right?
You realize I didn't pick that deadline, right?
Did you maybe ask him if we could have some more time?
No, he left. But if we get something, if we get a start, then he's more willing to give us more time.
He starts his
And
he
we'll
starts
push it in
his
front of the
his trademark nervous pace and gets on his comm link and starts making phone calls.
Because by telling him we have more time, then he's going to take more time to do it.
All right. You guys are easily able to find whatever it is you're looking for in the particular part of town you're at. There's lots of synthetics, biologicals, whatever cocktail you're looking for. I can say you find it. It's reasonable market value price.
I think it's a common one too, since it's safety.
Sober
drug.
time's 6 forbidden.
It's forbidden.
Sober time, yeah.
What?
You guys are looking. Wait a minute. You guys are looking for a forbidden
Well, aren't
antipsychotic.
most drugs forbidden? Like street drugs, anyway?
Yeah, most street drugs are forbidden, yeah. Some of them are legal, such as the anti-rage one.
You couldn't be looking for one that's like less forbidden. Like-
I think sober time is like literally a cocktail of don't be high anymore, rather than like a more traditional kind of medicine.
Is it made out of like unicorn feathers? I mean,
Don't know. I don't brew it.
well, if it's a level 6 forbidden, you're gonna have to roll some dice for me because that is crap.
All right. Negotiations.
It's not a negotiation issue. It's gonna be more of an investigation style skill, just to see if you can find it. If someone's got it, they want to sell it to you. It's whether or not you can find someone who has it. Just a second.
That's what I was going to use negotiation is like talking around, using negotiation to find the leads I'm looking for.
I want.
So I don't think smuggling would work. Small unit tactics wouldn't work. Parazoology wouldn't work. Military security wouldn't work. Gang ID, I don't think that would work.
That's true. That's all very true.
Medicine might work. Negotiation might work.
Actually, Jeff, why don't you just check the registry?
Dude, data processing.
Yeah.
The registry. Well, some forbidden drugs are carried in pharmaceuticals. You just have to get.
You're literally in Statrix's backyard. Like, if he doesn't have a tap on the local biometrics registry and for these shops, then he should be shot. So I'm going to assume that he doesn't need to be shot. And why doesn't he just roll his data processing mark from his own system and tell me what he finds?
One hit.
Okay, yeah. Statrix knows a guy who knows a guy, and you are welcome to negotiate with that guy to see if he has any stuff.
All right. See, Stat, this is why we keep you around. You can find stuff for us that I normally can't.
I don't know what you're talking about. Statrix is the pretty one. Look at those ears.
Oh yeah. Plus, I've got all the gas right now, so time is money. I keep the van running.
What is the fuel economy on the van tank?
Probably not good. I think it's even a GMC. So
Fair enough. All right. Minus, are you just drinking at the Peanut?
So,
So,
It's a sports bar. They do food here, but the soy burger is on their menu, and they do give off the highly processed vibe.
yeah, no. Is there any beer here that I know does not include soy?
I bet there might be.
Then I'll have
like,
whiskey.
there might be a bottle somewhere of something nice, hidden in a drawer somewhere. Does Joshua have a stash of alcohol somewhere around here that he keeps? Like the
half of Joshua's apartment is alcohal. Like,
So
it's not stashed. It's just kind of out
So
on the floor, like in the bed.
So,
Actually, at the bar is the cleanest spot in the
what
room.
have they got that's sort of a natural product? It's like, yeah, put that in.
You're looking
Put that in
for
the
a
Bloody
wheat
Mary.
beer that's not made out of genetically engineered wheat. I gotcha. Or
Let me
or
go-
whiskey.
let me go
no,
look at
genetically
Josh's-
engineered wheat is
Josh's-
okay, just no soy.
Oh, okay. You can have a wheat beer.
That's
You can have a
fine.
wheat beer. Kansas City's.
I already know synth alcohol. So, I got 3 successes on my negotiations to get some sober time.
Oh, absolutely. You can manage the purchase.
And
Fair market
how many
value.
does he have in stock? Because I'll probably want to grab a few of them.
He has 3.
I'll buy it all out.
Okay. Thank you.
Normal price
Sure.
is
Sure.
125. Is there a markup?
Nope.
Nope. All right. So then medical fork over 400, giving him a 25 nuyen credit or
Thank you, sir.
tip. You're welcome. Have a good day. I may come back
Think of us
later.
again for all your pharmaceutical needs.
I most likely will.
Okay.
And
He gives
they cover-
you a business card.
going to. Is it like an AR business card?
Yeah.
Medical. I'll take it and kind of throw it into where my comlink is on my person.
You pull up your comlink Rolodex, and in the it
Yep.
shows the AR card. Okay, excellent. All right.
I take it they're going to be on slap patches, or am I just getting like them straight out?
Oh, these are syringes.
Ooh, contact. Ooh, okay, that's wonderful.
These are auto-injecting contact syringes.
Mwah. Beautiful. Sending a text to Voltaires.
Said you wanted fast
Okay.
acting, right? I thought you said you wanted fast acting.
Yeah. It's like, God, sober time. This is going to be a rude awakening for your friend.
Oh, yeah. So I'll go back into Joshua's room, kind of, not really wake him up because he's not going to wake up. But, poke him, be like, 2 options. You can wake up just a little bit, or you can become sober in a very uncomfortable fashion. You decide.
All of his penalties are doubled during the duration of the drugs.
Okay. So after about 35, 40 minutes transit, because we had to find somebody, we had to talk to this somebody, we had to make a swift and business-like transaction. So
Under the table.
Minus has been through 3 beers or several glasses of whiskey, depending on his preference, and Statrix and Medic show back up at the Peanut.
All right. I'll wave. I don't know if Satrick is staying in the van or not, but presumably Medic would get out.
Yeah, no, I'll get out.
Yeah.
I need to stretch my legs
Okay.
at this point.
Yeah.
So
And when come in,
what I'm going to
I'll
do
wait.
is, I have that level 3 med kit, so I'm going to open up, put one of the auto injectors in there, close it, put it back in my my pocket, and then have the other 2 in the other pocket, go on in and go a trick, and only 2 auto injectors.
let's go wake somebody up.
Oh, by all means.
Follow me, and I'll lead Medic into the room. Please excuse the sight. What's he on anyway? Can you see? Can you check with the biomonitor before we abruptly sober him the hell up?
Regardless, this won't kill him. It just make him very. Wish that he was dead.
Yeah.
But if you want, fine.
Okay.
I think I have a biomonitor on my list. I do not have a biomonitor on my list. So I'm going to pull up my med kit, hook him up on it, and what does it tell me that he is currently high on or overdosing on?
He's got a local sedative.
And he's still unconscious, or is he semi-awake?
It's a recent high concentration of just sedative. He's unconscious. Did you already give him the? Did you poke him with the needle and then medicate him?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nope.
okay. That's not what I thought had happened. No, he's got a sedative.
He's rolling
in
on
his
blood
system.
tranquilizers.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a sleeping drug.
So Medic's going to have I'm going to have a wicked grin on my face as I look over to Hoche. I got a question.
Hmm?
Would it be adverse to scare the living shit out of him?
Does the med kit tell you about what all does the med kit give you access to information on?
This one, rating 3, it's a very simple one, so it gives me everything like current, like if he's high on anything, signs of
Trauma.
internal bleeding. It's a very simple one. It's more.
You should go
internal
through the
stuff,
7
nothing
life
info.
basics.
Does it tell you anything about implants or cybernetic equipment or anything
No,
technology based?
Not 3. 6 would, because 6 would have a hand scanner that would show me everything.
Okay.
Do I know if Joshua has any implants or? I mean, it's nothing obvious considering we rolled him around, but
He's got a piercing. It's pretty obvious. It's got a chain. It goes from somewhere I don't want to talk about to somewhere else I don't want to talk about.
well, stick him, Medic. We'll see what happens.
But like I said, I have a wonderful surprise for him, and if this might motivate him, and Medic will pull out his the Crusader and pull out the magazine and hands you the magazine, shows you that the chamber is empty, but it's on the suppressor.
I really don't think we need to both threaten him with death just quite yet. Don't wake him up and then point the gun at his face.
Oh, I was going to put the gun into his mouth, then wake him up and see if he chokes on it.
That's even worse. Just leave the gun for now. Here, I hand him back his magazine. Just put that away. We're
You take the
gonna do
fun
enough
out of this.
to his day already just by sobering him up. Stick him.
Fine. Medic puts it back in, keeps the chamber empty, puts the gun away. I'm going to hand over one of the sober time. Keep this around the shop in case you have to wake him up again.
Thank you. I'll tuck it in my pocket.
And yep, Medic takes off the cap, stands off to the side, and just hits him in the thigh with it.
Voltaic will take a step back just in case.
Ow! Okay, this
And I'm
guy
just going to wiggle the auto injector some.
shoots out of bed like a I don't know, something that shoots straight up out of bed. I think he
Like a dude who was on tranquilizer. Just
like he's
all the way up.
been struck by lightning, more or less. He's shuddering. He's unstable. He sits up in the bed. He kind of crab walks back away from you. You know what this is like. You've done the crab walk before. He's not covered by any blankets. He's kind of pudgy. He's probably 35. He's 6'6", which is impressive, but it just makes the beer belly look a little more bowling ball shaped. Kind of scrawny in the arms and legs, pale complexion, freckles, hints of red in his hair that's kind of a darkish black, and he's got kind of shallow face that you get when you're kind of fleshed out from drug abuse or malnutrition. And he shakes his head and he looks and he blinks a few times. And he's like, "Oh, my heart! It's what happened? Why is my heart beating so fast?
So I'll go.
Who are you? Who are you?"
And I'll like.
Medic, I just smile at him.
I'll like snap my fingers so he looks at me. You know who I am. Oh, wake up!
What the fuck, man? What time is it?
And I'll reach down to like a blanket or something and just kind of toss it into his lap for his rough dignity, I guess.
He
good morning.
wraps around his waist.
Morning,
Yeah.
Josh. Yeah. So a man was here to see you today, and I had to take care of it. And so now, unfortunately, you and I have to talk about that.
And it couldn't have waited a couple hours? Jesus, man, what did you give me? My head is just racing.
Medic, what did we give him?
Oh, wonderful blend of the fuck up.
Yeah, basically that.
Sorry,
So,
wake the frag up. Sorry.
So, Thatcher will pull out one of the patches and say, "So apparently, these are going around. Come on, I know.
What are those?
They're slot patches with C3 in them, and they think they're coming from here."
We're not putting out anything local. Everyone knows that'd be suicide.
Well, see, here's the problem. You were sleeping when the chance to prove that it's not suicide on your part was happening.
God, give me. Where's my? Who came by? Who do we need to talk to?
Colton reads.
He kind of goes still for a second. It's like,
Yeah.
all right. Did you leave a number? Contact link?
Here. Put some pants on. You can bottle yourself, but I swear to God, if I come back in here and you're out cold again, this time he's gonna shoot you in the leg. And then come on out. Come on out. I'll get you a snack or something when you're ready. And then Voltaic will gesture for Medic to leave the room with him and leave Joshua to put some pants on and figure out which way's up.
Oh, okay.
Medic
Logistics.
follows
Is the no dose persistent?
Yeah, it lasts for. Give me 1 second.
And does it counteract new tranquilizer applied to the system?
Duration is 1d6, 10 times 1d6 minutes. During this time, removes all penalty, up to 6 points, 6 dice worth of penalty. Sober time only negates penalties already in effect. So give me 1 moment.
So new penalties put in place are not counteracted by the.
That is
Okay. Is it?
with this guy's day?
Oh, he
Is
needs
it-
to roll an addiction test.
I'm sure he does because you gave him a level 6 forbidden wake up drug. I'm sure he does.
No, it's availability 6, not rating 6.
Oh. So what's the addiction rating? Like,
Uh,
how bad is this?
addiction type, it is both. Oh, he just needs to score 1 hit, and he will not be addicted to it. Addiction
luck with
threshold of
that.
0, so he has to beat 1.
Okay, not addicted.
That would be a shame.
Well, that's what happens when you wake people up with heroin. It's
More
not,
like
not
anti-heroin.
okay, but it does not. It does not persist in the system. It does not counteract
Anything new?
anything new. Is it? Does it? Does it increase the threshold for something new to take effect at all? Like it doesn't cancel out anything, but does it?
It cancels out, suppresses whatever is running for 1d6 if it's already in the system. If it's a new system, if it's a new introduction, it does nothing to it.
Even if it's the same thing that was already in the system.
I'm going to assume no because it says the penalty if there's a new one, it gets put back on. So
Let me give you a hypothetical. Say someone's on like an IV and they're getting kind of a constant low dose every few minutes stream of this sedative to keep them under. What happens when you wake them up and then they continue to get this drip of the drug?
you know what? I have the perfect person to ask this question.
Medic has contacts that are unknown to even the staunchest of sports. Minus, there's a scream from the back room. Sounds like the squeal of a little girl. It's very odd. No one in the bar seems to react to it. They just kind of turn their heads and then go back about their business.
I'm gonna make my way back there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll follow behind Minos.
Oh, I thought you were in the van. Okay.
No, I needed a drink this time.
Oh, what are you drinking?
I'd probably just have a whiskey.
Man, this is the whiskey crew. All
Or
right.
a whiskey coke.
No, you're heading back to the room.
These days.
As you're heading back to the room, you guys gave him space to get dressed?
I'm standing outside the door.
Okay. Great. Yeah, these two come out of the door. So there was a scream like a high-pitched little girl, really loud, got stabbed, and then these two come out of the back room. Medic and Voltaic. You see Minus and Statrix approaching. Time for the team huddle.
What's up?
Well, he doesn't seem to know anything right now, but I think he's still working on figuring out which way is up. And Voltaic will turn and just kind of like bang on the door and go,
Okay.
Joshua,
I'm coming!
I swear if you put a patch on.
His speech is kind of slurred. I'm coming!
I'm gonna have a Minotaur shake you, Joshua. And I'll turn to the Minotaur. If I asked you, would you shake him a little bit? Just quieter.
Why is this my problem?
It's not your problem. This is a favor.
All right, several minutes pass. Joshua kind of knocks on the door, opens the door, steps out of the way. He's got pants on, a ruffled shirt that he's tucked in, buttoned up, no jacket. He's kind of like splashed water in his face maybe. He's standing up. He's got some shoes on. They're slippers, no socks. He waves you to come back in. What is this all about, Voltaic? I don't follow. What did you say to Mr. Bolton, Mr. Reeves?
I told him that I was pretty sure it wasn't coming from here. But I wanted to talk to you to make sure it wasn't. Because if it was, somebody's probably going to get shot. And
Let's
unfortunately,
let's just get him on the link. He sits down at a computer terminal. He kind of pushes empty bottles off the desk, empty styrofoam cups. He's the king of the red Solo cup. It's the only thing that decorates this room. And he sits down and in front of his terminal, reads the card. He's like, "Oh, maybe you better type this in." As you type in the connection number and calls a call request. And then Mr. Bolton comes on the other end. He's like, "Oh, Joshua, so nice to see you. I didn't expect a call so soon. What can you tell me about this crap that's coming up from your area. And he's like, listen, Reeves, you know that I run a tight ship down here. He doesn't laugh.
Is standing behind Joshua, like with a shoulder, making sure he's upright, and he's not particularly hiding it at all.
No, nobody in any of my shops is brewing anything home style. We get the 2 shipments a week from you guys. They come in on the truck. I parse them out just like you told me. I don't do anything special. I'm not. I'm not. There's nothing. There's nothing going on here. And then Bolton Reeves starts to grill him. Well, then where's this stuff coming from? You should know. You should be on top of this. Joshua foibles off with his excuses, and then mid-sentence, Joshua passes out on the computer terminal.
I'm assuming that this overtime wears off, or his other drug kicks in. So Voltaic will sigh very heavily, just reach forward, and just kind of push Joshua out of the chair to the left, like so he falls on the floor, and sit down in the chair. And see, I told you I would wake him up. Those are what it is. So I made some calls, and Voltaic is very as if he's just smoothly interjecting himself in the conversation. There's no, oh, hi, Mr. Bolton, anything like that. He just sits down and continues. I made some calls. It's possible that one of the people Joshua foists authority off onto is in on it. I don't think Joshua is, if only because he's busy. But we'll look around. If we find something, I'll tell you. But
Is he dead?
I'll turn to medic. Is he dead? Medic?
Yes.
So,
No,
so
it's
Joshua has,
probably going to be no.
I was consulting the doctor, and he says yes during the time frame, just because of Block De Niro. It's above my pay grade.
What?
he's getting a very detailed explanation of the physics involved.
Biochem, I think.
The biochem, right. So medic, he was in the middle of the conversation. He made it how many minutes, Nate?
Oh, like 10, 15.
He made it 10 minutes, and now he's on the floor. So, is he dead? Can you check?
Yeah, give me 1 minute. Pull out the med kit again. Hook it up.
And Voltaic says that out loud to medic, so that Reeves can hear him.
This is
Medics, I sighed.
absolutely unbelievable. What?
I'm going to
Voltaic
go over.
will look at the screen and go, unbelievable? Really?
Hook him up.
Basically, you keep using that word. I don't think you know what that word means.
He reaches forward and he cancels the connection. So, medic, what do you do with my friend on the floor?
So, Medic's just going to sigh, kind of rub his head as he walks back up to the person on the floor. Pull out my med kit, set it down, hook him up again, and what is it saying?
Well, originally it said that the dosage of tranquilizer in his bloodstream was like 50 parts per million. Now it's upwards of 350 parts per million. The brainwave what is your scanner giving? How in depth? Just blood chemistry?
Blood heart, probably heart EG. So mind, heart, just very general stuff. Nothing.
Oh yeah, his metrics are all way down. He's in a very one breath per 35 seconds, kind of a stasis, super suppressed, kind of like he's been stung by a pufferfish, actually.
So looking at this, I just kind of rub my forehead, and is he dressed?
Oh yeah, he's got a shirt, pants, and slippers.
Voltrek, can I get your assistance here?
What do you need?
He took another dose.
Of course he did. Idiot.
So, yes. Did, can you help me strip him and see if he's on another patch?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Voltaic will do so without complaining, because it's just kind of what you got to do.
Yeah.
Grumbling more so about the idiot on the floor rather than what he has to do. Just kind of slowly just strip the idiot.
Yep. Medic will assist with that.
Midas and Stactrix, do you have any input on them stripping this guy naked after they knock him unconscious?
I think I'm just gonna go back and enjoy the rest of my whiskey.
Good move.
Yeah, I guess in the middle, if I start to see them turn away, I'll look up at the stash of alcohol, and if I see a particularly nice one, I'll take the bottle and hand it to one of them as they head out. Just, sorry guys. Keep an eye on the time. Worst case, you guys can make the next drop.
Oh, well, if we make it alone, we get paid out alone.
Do you have a brunch menu?
You and brunch.
Apparently, Medic laughs at you when you ask that.
Yep.
Yeah, we're almost an hour in past, where were we at? 11:30 when we started?
Yep. Oh yeah, 12:45 easily.
12:45 easily, and we have until 2.
Yep, that's
And
the
we're about
scheduled
20
drop
minutes
time.
away, so okay.
This store is not going to close. But if you want to be on time and professional, then yeah, the drop is scheduled for 2:15.
And how far is the drop from where we are now?
Oh, from where you are now, everything's 20 minutes away in Kansas City. It's 20 minutes. It's 20 minutes away.
So we'll give it. He looks down at the unconscious man. What do you say, like half an hour more, and then we'll get out of here.
Okay. He does not appear to have any patches on.
Medic, can you save him?
He should survive this.
Should he survive this, Nate?
I'll tell you in a second.
Can I use my first aid skill to figure this out, like, based off my knowledge?
There's a chance. Well, you know what's going on. Something is putting horse tranquilizer into his system, and when you canceled out the existing horse tranquilizer, now there's like 4 times the normal dose in his system.
How does, for lack of a better term, can I call 911 and get this idiot picked up? And if so, is that like a common sense check for Shadowrun? I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's probably sinless,
Depends on
so
if he-
doctor won't do anything.
Yeah.
It depends on if he has a private insurance contract with someone.
Which he probably will.
Hey, man. He's management, man. He's got a benefits package.
Does
Sure. Through the mafia. Perks.
Your people, for lack of a better term, no offense intended, have like a street dock?
Do I know of one, Nate?
Yeah.
I probably don't.
We're on a street like right next to him. It's only a few minutes down the road.
Different
Yeah,
kind of street
if
dock.
they have one that's inside their network, it would probably be a little bit better.
Inside their network. Voltaic is not privy to the in network doctors of the Orkney boys. But
Medic doesn't know this.
neither did Voltaic. That's why I told him. Jeff knows several, Statrix knows several chop shops that would be.
Oh, Chop Chop would be so much more convenient.
This is true, but I feel like it would probably be better if he survived. You know,
If you guys are thinking he has a cybernetic, I could look for that.
to see if he's got a cyber like auto injector thing somewhere.
Yeah. If it's on a wireless signal in order for him to communicate with it, then I can see it.
Please do, and if you do come across it, brick it.
Yes. Brick it. Just don't brick it in such a way that it dumps everything in his system. That'd be
Bricking should do that, I hope.
All right, Nate, I've got 2 successes doing a matrix perception test looking to see if he has a wireless signal for like an auto injector or some type.
Absolutely. He's got a personal health monitor.
Can
Also,
I?
because of
Okay.
Outlander.
Personal health
You're-
monitor.
Oh, don't Google that.
No. I'm gonna put marks on it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh,
And,
cool. You've got the app. I looked at that today. It was fantastic.
Oh yeah, did you? Yeah, no, I've got the phone app. You're right.
Yeah, put a mark on it. I'm ready.
Okay, so I'm trying to put two marks on it at one go.
Okay.
So I've got the -4 dice, and I've got one success.
Okay. And it's a rating 3 system. You are able to put 2 marks on it.
All right, and with 2 marks, I can control it.
Yeah, but you can give
And-
it simple commands.
Yeah, and so I'm right. The first command is just going to be read process. What is it doing? What's its commands?
Oh yeah, you only need 1 mark for that. Right now, it is reporting that the biofeedback loop was interrupted for the specified time period of between 2 a.m. and 12 p.m. Sleep cycle was disrupted, and it administered 2 additional doses of the sleep aid to the subject with no immediate response. It then it has a maximum safe usage cap. It reached the maximum dose with no immediate sleep response, and then so the timer reset to wait for the dose to expire. Eventually, now the systems are reading critically low heart rate, critically low respiration, potential risk of medically induced coma, and a personal health responder was notified 10 minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I'll shut down the device then. Unless does it have a GPS as well for the transponder type? Since it
has
sent out an SOS.
No, it sent it out through his comlink.
Okay, so his comlink is using the GPS. Okay, so I'll go ahead and shut down the auto injector of the device.
Okay. It's
And
not
that-
doing anything now because he's
Right, 'cause
exceeded
he's
the
in
maximum
critical.
dose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, just double checking on that. Try to make sure it's not flooding the system with anything else. And yeah, guys. So
Saturation.
is it a dock wagon contract or is it like?
Yes.
Okay, so
A
yeah.
dog wagon. Ooh.
Damn, this dude's got dock wagon.
Huh.
So
Well, he might get lived then.
as on a personal note, I've been in dock wagon teams before. We probably don't want to be standing around this person when they come in because they might not be understanding as to why we're here.
All right. Well, let's get out of the way then.
Yep.
So,
I can't believe the
he'll make
response
up
time
or
is longer
not.
than 10 minutes, though.
Probably will.
Jesus.
We'll put him back in bed.
You put him back in bed naked. Okay, and then you leave the
That's
the
how we
bar.
found them.
Where do you go?
I'll
Well, we
wait.
can go scope out the next drop location.
Wait. This team is gonna scope something out. All
Thinking
right.
ahead.
This I gotta see. Show me.
So once I'm back in the van, and we're going to the nicer part of the city, jacket comes off, gun comes out, puts both the gun and the coat in the briefcase, kind of straightens the tie, straightens the shirt, puts the coat back on, like the Warwick suit coat back on. Like, so much better. So, breakfast, lunch, whatever.
Lunch?
I'm sure we could probably find something to snack on nearby while we figure out this next drop location so we don't just wander in and get faced down by shotguns again.
Well, I think this next place is food. It is a restaurant type
Right.
place, so.
It's a public restaurant, I believe.
Yeah.
So we won't have to worry about being greeted with shotguns. It's not a
Hopefully.
an excessively private thing. So on that topic, I'm going to use my Nixidor and make a call to reserve seats at Four Season. As it's ringing, so who's coming in for this?
I'll go. If we have the, is the Four Seasons the drop or is it just?
It's the drop as well.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. I mean, I'm coming.
Anyone else? I need to make sure we have a number of spaces ready for everybody.
I'm driving.
Everyone.
Yeah.
So everybody's coming. All right. So I'm going to make the call and reserve 3 normal metahumans and a seat for a minotaur. Go ahead and say troll,
That's
but
supposed to be-
well, you need a bigger seat. And I'm pretty sure they appreciate a warning.
Warning.
When somebody as big as you comes in.
Warning.
Warning. Warning, Robinson. Warning. Do you hear that? That
Yeah.
beeping? That's the couch monster.
All right, so we're on our way to the Four Seasons now.
20 minutes from now, you make it to. The way this is laid out is there are 3 parking garages on the Central Plaza Strip. There's no parking outside of any of the restaurants. This is more high-end shopping, more eclectic types of things. Like this would be like your leather jackets and your jewelry that's made by a custom designer, stuff like that. Stuff that people look at and they never really buy unless they're incredibly wealthy women. I believe that's how I described it. Any of the 3 parking garages is fine. The strip is actually only a couple miles long, so walking distance is not a huge deal. This restaurant is on the corner of this far east section of the strip, right next to the little bridge that goes over one of the tributaries of the Missouri. So it's got kind of a riverside view on the corner of this very modernized, almost shopping mall feeling strip. You're easily able to park in, we'll say, the East parking garage, walk to the Four Seasons, and submit your reservation. The building itself, it's a 2-story structure, dining outside around the building. Since you made a reservation, they don't do reservations for outside tables. They do those upon request when you arrive. So they review your medic's registration information. Would you like to sit outside today? It's a beautiful April 25th day, and it shouldn't rain again until later.
That sounds wonderful.
All right. She leads the 5 of you to your table, because she's only scanned Medic's reservation right now, and takes you to your table. What would you like to do? The menu. Let's see, April. We're looking at the last round of. There's a couple squash dishes. There's some quail dishes on the menu. You've got some root vegetable dishes. They don't do fish because fish in Kansas is questionable. But it's a lot of hearty whole grain foods. They do steak. So any cut of steak you would want. The menu items are a ribeye and a porterhouse are the recommendations. They also pair wine from local vineyards, but don't drink the wine here. It's terrible. Anyway.
Duh.
Missouri wine, like, so questionable.
It's the dead bodies.
It is the dead bodies buried in the vineyards. That's what it is.
Can we
so,
see
yeah.
the drop-off from our dining seat?
The drop-off instructions on the terminal was just to present your registration access code to the server. So when you pay your check, make sure they also scan the access code, and then they'll direct you to the drop-off point.
Okay.
Okay. Which I believe I still have the access code.
Yeah, you've got the Fitbit.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay.
All right,
Well,
I guess
I
we
know-
sit down to a meal then.
Yeah. I'm getting the steak.
Steak sounds awesome.
I'm gonna humiliate myself.
You get a steak?
Okay. Is there more to that statement?
No, I'm. Yeah. Plate.
All right. Okay, dinner, whatever you order is served. It's kind of a high-end price thing, so whatever the markup on a significantly priced meal would be. Um, it's the food is good. It's not a lot of spice and flavor. It's a lot of real just net. The quality of comes from the ingredients. It's a lot of just everything's fresh. Feels like it was picked this morning, which I don't know how they do that, but they always manage it. Um, Anyway, so the meal goes by without event. Your server comes by, drops the check on a scanner card.
What time are we at?
It is after you eat. It's probably like 2:20, 2:25.
Oh, that late? Yeah, okay.
I mean, you ate for an hour in places like this. I mean, they have to cook the food
Yeah.
fresh. It's not like the
That's
soy burger McDonald's.
Don't make beef on the queues or whatever.
I haven't had real food in so long. This is probably going to make me sick.
Yeah, your digestive, the thermic effect of your digestive system
Right.
is really extreme right now. It's really burning calories to eat this food
Like,
because
Oh, real apple pie. Delicious. Oh, why do I feel like this?
fantastic. So yeah, what would you guys like to do?
I'll have them scan. I guess when
Yeah.
scan my ID or the Fitbit.
Oh, okay. Your hostess comes back immediately. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't realize that you had requested to see the chef. Which one of you made the VIP call?
D&I. Should I go? I'm the most human out of all of us, no offense.
You have the most what?
The most human out of us.
Oh, this is true.
Yeah, I'm not going.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I'm pretty sure we brought the box in with us because it would be silly not to.
Mm-hmm. The ultimate question is, out of
Does
character.
that mean that Medic's bag full of guns and other things is sitting under the booth as well?
No, I would have put it in my backpack again because it fit easily last time.
I do have my suitcase, and I do have a sealed pocket. I could slit the little
It's
food.
it's
not
an
a-
8x8 cube. You're not putting
yeah.
that.
I'm not overly concerned with the location of this box.
Suitcase.
If you didn't bring it in, you all deserve to die. So who is taking the box back to the chef's office, and who is paying for the meal, or would you like it split 4 ways?
So, out of character, is Voteric wearing his the mask spell, or is he gone in as what he is?
When Voltaic is basically out and about, he disguises himself as a human. Just
Then-
not particularly like he didn't put a lot of force into the spell. It's like a level 1. So if you make a concerted effort or you're trying, sometimes you can see through it, but it's more of like a comfort thing.
He's 5'10", sandy brown hair, blue eyes, bushy eyebrows that need trimming.
So, over D&I, you or me?
I'll go. Just so it's done. So I'll out of a character unless you want to do it. Okay, I'll take it.
You
So,
have the best chance.
I'll stand and I'm sorry, that would be me.
Oh, right this way, sir.
Sure.
She leads you back through the restaurant, down the stairs into the kitchen area, back to a small glass-paneled windowed office. She knocks on the door twice. Come in. And there's a young lady with long blonde hair sitting behind her desk. The whole room smells like
Lavender.
burned garlic or raw sewage or I don't even know. I can't describe the smell to you. And as you walk into the room, spread across one of the counters bolted into the wall is just unit upon unit of if I don't know that you know this or not, but they're basically fermenters, and they're all filled with garlic cloves, and the garlic is turning black. And the whole room is just this unbreathable air. It's about time. Come on, come on. Show me what you got.
So I'll pull the box out, and because I don't actually know how to open the box offhand, although they're just kind of standard refrigeration units, aren't they? Or
Yeah, they're keyed to the wristband, like everything, for my convenience.
okay. So I'll leave it with the wristband and hand it. So that it is openable or opens and hand it to.
It unfolds like this. So she opens the top like a confection case, looks in. Oh, nice, nice, very nice. All the units are here. She looks up. Who the hell are you?
Sorry, not in character. Just um, so he'll very simply say, a replacement courier.
I didn't know we did that here.
It's special occasion.
This isn't going to be a regular thing, is it?
No, I don't believe so. Unless you would like to sign a new contract.
No, I'm good with our current arrangement. She takes the box, closes it. Can I have the key?
Meaning the wristband.
Is that the key to the box?
No, it's the box.
Okay. Takes the key, puts it in her pocket, walks back to a safe, puts her handprint on it, opens it up, takes out an envelope. All right, there you go. Throws it on the counter. It rattles with 2 or 3 chips. As per our arrangement, I'll see you next week.
Yep.
Or I guess I maybe won't see you next week. She puts the box in the safe. And she takes the box over to the safe, closes the safe, and then she shoos you out and goes back to whatever she was doing before.
All right, so I'll leave. Head back out.
Satrix, what are your active countermeasures for? What are your active Wi-Fi surveillances? Do you have any passive anything, or do you have to be plugged in or jacked in, or what are your options?
For what I'm observing, or if do you mean
in terms of Wi-Fi
countermeasures?
traffic?
I'm always running at least some form of AR, so I'll be able to see, if they're doing advertisements or ads, promos, things like that, communications that are coming in.
Okay.
But as far as security cameras or anything or if somebody else was trying to monitor me, I don't have anything for that.
And you're
now.
not tapped into this system or the street-based drone surveillance system or anything like that?
Not at all.
Cool. Works for me. All right. For the first time in his entire life, Voltaic comes back to the table having completed a job without incident. So you know the shoe's about to drop, but you don't know what it is. Anyway, so what would the team has completed 2 successful, very lucrative for the amount of work you had to put in tasks. What would you like to do next?
So
Regroup somewhere else?
yeah, be somewhere else, just in case.
Minus, will you roll your passive perception?
I can.
No more shotguns.
Oh, will you?
Shotguns.
Assault rifle.
Oh, yeah, shotgun. Let's see what we got here. Perception.
How much nuyen did we receive?
I have written down that this was supposed to be 3,000.
I agree.
Wait, that's not right.
One,
I'll take it.
3?
Do it without the space.
Yeah.
All right. On the plaza, they have unarmed kind of traffic surveillance drones as part of any of the industrial traffic networks in the area. They're all labeled with the Spedo logo that just monitor traffic patterns, pedestrian patterns. They make emergency calls if someone collapses, things like that, just to make the plaza a safe place for everyone. There's a constant traffic of these drones. The exception is that they almost never stop unless something's going on, and you kind of spot it out of the corner of your eye because you guys are in the outdoor seating. That one of these drones, I guess this is the northeasterly direction, got to within a couple, like 100 yards, not even, of the restaurant and made a course correction. You didn't catch it then, but when it got to the restaurant, it stops, and it's been hovering there for like the last 10, 15 minutes. You start to look around like, hey, did someone have a heart attack? And then you realize that while you can't tell what it's looking at, you're observable from its position, and nothing has happened around you that would make you think that this drone should be here just floating in the air doing nothing.
How
So
far
it's
is it from
suspicious. It's not concerning, but it's suspicious. From you, it is probably 25 feet. In a diagonal line, it is probably floating 15, 20 feet off the ground, and it's probably like 10 feet behind you, behind the table. It is not in the restaurant proper. It is in the street. It's on the circuit where it's been assigned, but it has stopped moving. And it's making you a little uncomfortable because you're twitchy. And
Is
you
there
should be.
is there a waiter near me?
There is a hostess, a young black-haired woman.
Yeah. I'm gonna get her attention.
Yes, sir. Can I help you?
Yeah. Call this food. I really.
Was there something wrong with your
say
meal,
that
sir?
This is locally sourced and fresh, and
All of our ingredients are
this is a
from.
bunch of shit, to be completely honest. And I'm gonna take the plate, and I'm gonna throw it at the drone.
Okay, roll it. So agility plus your plate
Improvised weapon?
accuracy.
Yeah.
Is it?
He has a special skill in ultimate disc frisbee.
Does he? Wow. Yeah, ranged weapon skill. So agility plus whatever your improvised. I guess you can what's the default for frisbee disc thrown weapon? I don't know. Do you just -1 to your agility, or do you have an applicable thrown weapon skill? Yeah, ninjutsu.
I have thrown weapons.
Oh, that'll work. This is an improvised thrown weapon. So take your agility. It's an improvised thrown weapon. So take your agility plus your thrown weapon skill and take 1 dice off the pool because you're throwing a ceramic plate at a drone.
There we go.
Jeez.
So
Okay.
this is a bunch of shit.
You turn around and throw it at the drone. Okay.
I don't even think that was real.
You hit the drone squarely between the 4 oscillating upper propellers, right in the middle of what would be assumed to be its face, with a large shattering and cracking sound. The drone wobbles, and obviously is displaced by the plate. I'm doing the quick physics calculation in my head to say that it starts to take a dive. It auto-corrects in its pattern, and it turns around and flies off the other way. Like, hit by plate. Hit by plate. Okay, yeah.
Does it fly or just kind of drunkenly weave?
If you were to follow this drone as it makes its drunken weaving flying pattern, eventually it would have to actually put down like some landing gear, adjust its propellers, and take off again because it's been so unsettled. He hit it enough that it kind of did one of these spinning cycle dives, and then tried to take off in this direction as it turned all the propellers laterally, and then it just couldn't maintain lift. So eventually, it skims on the ground, comes to a complete stop, and then as soon as it's adjusted, it takes off and flies down the traffic pattern again. The waitress is wide-eyed, speechless, and I'll be right back. I need to get a manager. I'm so sorry. I'm not equipped to deal with this situation.
I'll reach out and not stop her. Just kind of reach out and just kind of touch her elbow, and say,
"Yes, sir.
Please just put the meal on the chip I scan. The ID I scan. It's got a bank account. We'll cover the damages and destruction. I'll get him out of here."
Oh, very, very well, sir. Can I see your chip again?
I'm sorry. I actually gave it to the chef so she could open the box. She has it in.
Oh, you didn't pay from that account, did you?
Huh?
Did you pay from his account? The
That's
scan
the plan right now.
That's slick. That's okay. I can run it again. I just need you to sign.
Certainly. And I'll like it total like full
She hands
services.
you a thumbprint scanner.
Can I? No. We don't have the arm anymore, do we?
Nope. Actually, no, we do. It's a.
DNI Statrix, help.
Is it a wireless scanner?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, I'm going to try to
Spoof it for him.
hack the scanner.
Okay.
So I'll go to like as he's working, like fail to scan my finger, like to stall.
Are you
So
just
I'll,
kind of
like,
like
I'll,
trying to
find
follow
scanner,
your
like-
thumb with this scanner, sir? It's over here.
Yeah, I'm like looking at my at Minus, like kind of giving him the calm down, kind of but just like DNI. I'm like, please bear with me, Minus, but like
The fuck do you
vocally,
mean
like,
calm down?
Calm down. And so I'm looking at him and kind of gesturing at him to calm down, while like out of the corner of my eye trying to track his pads so I can put my thumbprint like I'm trying to get out of here, but really I'm just moving it around.
Sure.
So, what's the rating of the scanner? Not that it matters. It's
Is it 2?
a rating 2. Oh, okay, perfect.
Do you want to enter the threshold or the rating of the device?
No, the rating. I got a critical glitch on that, so you still get to roll your 2 dice to defend against me, but yeah. No, I rolled 5 dice and I got 3 ones on it, so
The
Again, that's bad.
the 2073 version of the iPad does not put a mark on
You,
you.
you didn't get a critical glitch because you got 3 successes.
Say
wait,
what?
No, that's me.
Oh yeah.
You had a glitch.
No, I had a
No,
critical
he actually
glitch.
rolled it. He had a critical
One,
glitch.
2, 3.
You're counting things that aren't his roll.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking at my. I'm sorry.
Sorry, yeah, since I've got the app, it's easy for me to just do everything right there in the phone app
Mhm.
for the net hacking.
So Statrix gives you the wink of, oh god, it hurts.
Does the pad do anything when he critically glitches?
No.
But I know I don't have a mark on it, so
That is true.
I'm like,
I guess. In DNI, Minus, can you get a little angry for me?
Hold on.
Just poke him.
What's the server's name?
Oh, my name's Helen, sir.
Helen, give me just a second.
Oh, okay, sir.
And I will point at Voltaire. What the fuck did you say?
Now, calm down. It's not her fault.
No. She's leaving.
She's leaving.
I'm leaving.
I'll turn to. You should do that. I just kind of like shoo her away.
Don't worry, sir. I'll just get a manager to take care of this.
I'm sorry for the trouble.
She scuttles away.
As soon as she scuttles away, DNI, run! Let's go! And he sends the words without incident, as if.
I'm not gonna leave the 4 seasons without paying for it.
And the whole entire time this is going on, I'm just rubbing my head like, oh god.
Oh, I'm like,
It's
oh
like,
no.
what
no.
are they doing?
Oh no, Bernie's paying for it. I tied it to his account. I just can't put my fingerprint on it because it's not me. Don't worry, they'll be paid.
Who is
I understand
Bernie?
the value
Who
of-
is Bernie?
Bernie is the dead guy, like Weekend at Bernie's.
I think his name's like Andre or something.
Yes.
It's Anthony Potsum.
Anthony.
Ah. So, oh no, I linked it to his account. They're getting paid.
I now have to put in parentheses Bernie just so that next time you do that I don't have an aneurysm.
If I'd thought about it, I'd have charged Joshua, but I didn't, so I didn't. I understand the value of service and food. I'm not letting them go unpaid. We just can't do it right now.
I don't care. As long as someone's getting paid,
They'll get paid. Let's get out of here before the drone comes back.
What they're on. Exactly what.
Voltaire looks at him and goes,
All right, so back to the van.
Out of curiosity, how much was the meal for everybody?
Huh? Oh, for 4 people, 3 courses, local ingredients, it's probably like 350 new yen. He's saying 5, so he's probably right. He's a foodie. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
Be 5 people.
Oh, 5. I'm sorry. He is correct. That is a substantial markup. And Statrix had the homegrown apple pie, so it was not a cheap meal.
That was the only thing I ate, though.
Oh, see, you gotta tell that's imbalanced. That's not the
Doesn't
kind of
matter.
calorie distribution you're going for.
Oh, you're talking to a decker. It's
Mine
like
has
that
had the
and
apple
Surge.
pie and the fudge cake, so it was.
So how much would that be?
Oh, I don't know, like 12,000 calories.
What's
No,
that?
I mean nuyen cost.
No, if it's eaten for 5 people, yeah, it's probably pushing 350 new yen.
All right.
Are you gonna? Did you tip? I don't even know.
no, yeah, I
I'd
tipped
expect
well.
it.
You tipped well. Okay.
Well, I should say Bernie tipped well.
Bernie tipped well. Bernie tried to tip well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, good. I do have a second credit stick. Okay. Yeah. When everybody's heading out medical, or I'm going to leave a credit stick behind with the cost of the menu, food plus 100 and an AR note. My apologies for my clients. Sorry for disrupting your business.
Okay.
So 500 new yen.
Okay.
My elf ears were going off there.
Just in case it doesn't go through, they're still getting paid.
Okay. Cool. And I assume you guys leave the restaurant. Helen prays. She's in the back praying that you leave the restaurant. But and that you never come back.
Voltaic, Medic, you guys want me to drop you off at your places, or?
That's not at the moment.
Jeff,
Is there
Jeff,
a,
your van has a Wi-Fi connection.
Are you asking me or telling me?
Asking you.
Yes, it does.
I'm a reasonable person. Is your rig plugged into it anyway?
I don't have a rig, like a rigger.
I know your rig. A deck. Is your deck have access to your car system?
Yes.
Okay.
I can ask it to jump on the grid and drive itself to different locations, things like that, yeah.
No. You're not plugged in while driving, though, right? Who's driving?
Like, when I drive,
The car can drive itself.
yeah.
Yeah.
Normally that's what I'm doing, like the Tesla car. That's normally what I'm doing, is I'm letting it drive itself, because we're not going
So that you
anywhere
can sit in
illegal
your-
for the
so that
most
you can
part.
sit on your deck.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
But I
Okay,
can also go into my deck and control the vehicle that way. It's not like a rigger. It's different. But
Okay. Converse among yourselves and decide where you're going. Who's going where?
Let's go to a neutral out of the way bar at the moment. and I think we can all go our separate ways from there if we're being tracked or anything.
That's probably a good plan.
Okay.
So
Can't
where
think
we?
of any reason why someone would want to track you. I mean,
Yeah, what have we done
Only-
today, right?
you've only killed like 2 people.
Nobody died.
It's standard SOP. It's
Nobody
SOP.
died. I mentally tased that one dude in next week, but he was still alive
Mentally
Oh, well.
tased.
Until next week.
when it catches up to him.
Yeah. Okay. No, you're easily able to make it to the neutral bar location of your choice. What area of town would you like to go to? I mean, you're on the plaza. You can drive back to Jeff's hometown. You can drive to the hospital district. There's a ton of dive bars around there. Wherever you want to go.
Place that is not well trafficked at this time, so we can notice anything.
In the morning? Oh, that's easy. You did back towards suburbia where you kind of started this whole cubicle expedition. There's a few like local, I'm not going to call them local, but area specific restaurants and bars that kind of cater to fast food and those types of things that are available outside of any suburb. So you basically go to a strip mall outside of the original starting location of this adventure in Overland Park, and you're done.
Low end
Fair.
enough. Low end
yeah.
enough that there aren't drones and things like that around.
Oh, I don't know. Would you like to look for drones?
Well, yeah. But just physically with my eyes, look around for drones.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. But Midas is going to have a much better chance to spot the 3 drones that followed your van all the way from the
Oh.
plaza to here.
Because he's on his
Great.
motorcycle. That makes a lot of sense.
So the drone ran away, had 2 babies, and then came back to be your friend. And you were
Okay.
fresh out of plates on the motorcycle, unless there's something I don't know.
Well, I mean, if I notice that they're following me,
Oh, it's pretty obvious. I mean, even with passive perception on a low success rate, these 3 drones are trying to tag you from about 30 yards away. They take every turn you take. They are following you on the motorcycle. Optics only, they do not appear to be armed.
So they appear to be following Minos or all of us?
They appear to be following. It's hard to tell because Minos is following you
We're
guys.
going to the same spot? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Does Minos tell us this information that we have?
yes, I will. I will mention the fact that we've got 3 drones following. Why don't you all go on ahead? I got this.
Before you do anything dramatic, let's go take separate turns to see if, who they follow. If they split up, we know we're compromised then. If they follow either one of us, that is going to be more pertinent information before we can act.
Okay.
So, Minos, you're going to do your thing. I will I'll try to monitor those drones. Let me know if they become a problem for you, if they start shooting.
Go
Where are
ahead
you
and
gonna
head off on the.
How are you going to monitor him, Jeff?
Just through his data link, him talking.
Oh, okay.
He'll have to tell me, but yeah.
I'm gonna slow down.
Okay, they slow down.
Let the rest of the group sort of go on ahead and say at a slower pace.
Okay. They stay at a slower pace.
I'll let everyone know that they're apparently they're following me.
Can you see, Satrix, can you see what their current objective is?
Head off on the next exit.
If
The
these are
drones,
grid
because they
drones,
can
I kind
fly
of don't want to
through
mess
top.
with them.
The drones, since they do. Sorry, Statrix, what? If they're what?
If these are drones working for the grid, I really don't want to mess with them because that's like high-end police and stuff like that. They generally don't like hackers, crashing people's cars. So they tend to secure that one a lot.
That's true.
I'll be right
He
there.
shares. Anyway, he shares that information
Same.
with mine. Okay. Okay. It is 9:17. Everyone, take 5 minutes so that we can all go to the bathroom and come
That works.
back.